I got my master's and PhD in surgical robotics in the United States without paying a penny in tuition. Not only that, but also I was paid $20,000 a year to do research on a robotics project funded by NASA. This video is a step-by-step guide on how to prep, apply for admission, and secure funding for a graduate program in the United States, Canada, Australia, and Europe. Step 1, maintain high GPA during your undergrad study. But what is GPA? GPA, or grade point average, is the average of your grades. What is the minimum required GPA? It's 3 out of 4 for most graduate programs. But Sina, we have a different grading system in my country. No problem. There are online tools and institutions who will convert that for you. So try to get high grades on all your courses. Additionally, having a couple of hands-on projects on your resume will increase your chances significantly. You have 2 main opportunities to do meaningful projects during your undergraduate study. First, course projects, and second, your senior design or capstone project. Take both of them seriously. Step 2, take TOEFL or IELTS test. This step only applies to non-native English speakers. You can skip this step if your first language is English or you have studied for more than 2 years in an institution whose official teaching language is English. What does TOEFL and IELTS stand for? TOEFL stands for Test of English as a Foreign Language, and IELTS stands for International English Language Testing System. These tests measure the English language proficiency of non-native speakers who want to enroll in English-speaking universities. Which test should you take? It doesn't really matter. Most universities accept both tests. However, if you're more comfortable with American accent or you're seeking admission to an American or Canadian university, then take TOEFL. Otherwise, you can take IELTS. What is the minimum required score? It really varies from grad school to grad school, but most grad schools require a minimum score of 85 for TOEFL and 6.5 for IELTS. Step 3, take GRE test. This step applies to graduate schools in the United States and Canada. So you can skip this step if you're not targeting American or Canadian graduate schools. What is GRE? GRE stands for Graduate Record Examinations and is a graduate level admission test used by many graduate schools in their admission process. We have GRE General Test and GRE Subject Test. Engineering grad programs require only the GRE General Test. However, many science graduate programs such as math require GRE Subject Test as well. The GRE General Test consists of 3 sections: verbal, writing, and math. What is the minimum required GRE score? It's 305 for most engineering grad schools. Step 4, apply for admission and funding. This is the most important step because in this step you will learn how to secure funding that will pay for your tuition and living expenses. Let's talk about funding first. For graduate students, funding is usually provided in forms of assistantships and fellowships. As a graduate student, you can apply for 2 types of graduate assistantship positions: research assistant or RA and teaching assistant or TA. If you're offered an RA or TA position, not only your tuition will be waived, but also you will be paid an annual stipend of somewhere between $15,000 to $25,000. On top of that, all of your master's or PhD thesis research costs, such as equipment costs, prototype costs, and software costs will be reimbursed. The majority of graduate schools will pay for your travel expenses, including hotel, airplane, and transportation fares, and food if you need to go to a conference to either present your paper or participate in a competition or workshop. Many grad schools also offer hugely discounted health, dental, and vision insurance. Some schools may even offer discounted housing, books, cell phone plans, and free transportation passes. But Sina, this is too good to be true. Do I need to do something in return? Of course you do. This is not free money or a scholarship. As a teaching assistant, you may teach a lab, grade homeworks and exams, and schedule specific office hours to answer students' questions. As a research assistant, you will be working on a research project that could be also part of your master's or PhD thesis. Now, where does the money come from? University professors write research grant proposals to funding agencies such as NSF or National Science Foundation or private companies. If their proposal is accepted, they receive money needed to conduct their proposed research. This grant money is then used to pay graduate research assistants and other research costs. All right, enough of RA and TA. Now let's talk about the scholarships. On top of RA and TA, some colleges, such as College of Engineering, offer scholarships in the range of $2,000 to $5,000 a year that you have to apply for separately. Unlike RA and TA, this is free money, no string attached. However, scholarships are very competitive and you must have a very good resume. Okay, I know what you're going to ask now.
Sina, just tell me how to apply for RA or TA position.
Okay, be patient, we'll get to that. But first, let's talk quickly about how to apply for admission. To apply for admission, you first need to prepare the following documents: your transcript in English, your bachelor's degree in English, your TOEFL or IELTS score report, your GRE score report, your resume, an SOP or a statement of purpose. If you do not know what that is, just look it up, and a list of 3 references that could be 3 professors with whom you have taken courses. Once you have these documents ready, head over to your target graduate program admission page, create an account, fill out the admission forms, attach your documents, pay the application fee, which is somewhere between $25 to $100, and submit your application. And finally, let's talk about how to apply for RA and TA positions. You can apply for RA or TA positions either before or after you have applied for admission. However, my recommendation is to apply for admission after you made sure your target graduate program has open RA or TA positions. Here's how to apply for RA or TA positions. First, you need to search for graduate programs that are strong in your area of interest. Then find professors in those graduate programs who are doing research in your area of interest. Next, email those professors with a copy of your resume and ask whether they have an open RA or TA position in their research group. If they do have open positions, they may interview you, and if they like you, they will ask you to apply for admission, and once you're admitted, they will send you the RA or TA offer letter.